This story was submitted by a real person. The name has been changed, but what happened is real. I work night security at a museum. I've been doing this job for 5 years. Every night is the same. I walk the floors, check the doors, watch the cameras. Nothing ever happens. Until last night, when I saw something on the security footage that made me question everything I thought I knew about this place.
My name is Robert. I'm 42 years old, and I work at the Riverside City Museum. It's a small museum, local history, art, ancient artifacts. Nothing too impressive, but it pays well, and the night shift is quiet. I start at 10 p.m. The museum closes at 6 p.m., so by the time I arrive, it's been empty for hours. My job is simple. Walk the building every hour, make sure nothing is disturbed, watch the security monitors, lock up at 6 a.m. when the morning staff arrives. It's boring work, but I like boring. No stress, no drama, just me and the silence.
The museum has hundreds of exhibits, paintings, fossils, historical documents, but the main attraction is the sculpture hall. 20 ancient statues, Greek, Roman, Egyptian, some are over 2,000 years old. They're beautiful, but at night they're unsettling. The way the emergency lights cast shadows, the way their empty stone eyes seem to follow you. I've gotten used to it. After 5 years, they're just part of the furniture. I don't even look at them anymore. But last night, one of them looked at me.
It was around 2 a.m. I was in the security office, watching the monitors. 12 screens showing different areas of the museum. Most of them show nothing. Empty halls, dark rooms, stillness. I was drinking coffee, half watching the screens, half scrolling through my phone. Then I saw movement on camera 7, the sculpture hall. I looked up, focused on the screen. At first, I thought it was a shadow, a trick of the light, but then I saw it clearly. One of the statues had moved, not much, just slightly. Its head had turned, about 30 degrees, toward the camera, toward me.
I froze, stared at the screen. The statue was a Roman figure, a senator or something. Marble, white, wearing a toga. I'd walked past it 1,000 times. It had always faced forward, always looked straight ahead. But now it was turned, looking at the camera, looking at me. I rewound the footage, watched it again, and there it was, clear as day. At 2:03 a.m., the statue's head slowly turned, smooth, deliberate, like someone was rotating it. But no one was there. The hall was empty. I grabbed my flashlight, my radio, and I went to check. My hands were shaking. This didn't make sense. Statues don't move. They're solid stone, thousands of pounds. I walked through the dark museum. My footsteps echoed. I reached the sculpture hall, turned on the lights. There it was, the Roman senator. Its head turned, facing the camera, facing where I was standing. I walked up to it, examined it closely. No wires, no mechanisms, no signs of tampering. Just solid marble, cold to the touch.
I radioed my supervisor, told him what happened. He laughed, said I was seeing things. Maybe I fell asleep, dreamed it. But I had the footage. I told him to look at the recordings. He said he would, but he didn't sound concerned. I went back to the security office, sat down, watched the monitors. The statue was still turned, still facing the camera. And then at 3:15 a.m., it moved again. This time, both arms shifted, slowly. The left arm raised slightly, the right arm lowered, as if it was reaching for something. I called my supervisor again. He didn't answer. At 4 a.m., I did my hourly walk. I avoided the sculpture hall. I couldn't bring myself to go back, but I watched it on the cameras. And then I saw something else. The statue wasn't alone anymore. There was a second statue, standing next to it. But that statue had been across the room, 10 feet away. Now it was right next to the Roman senator, as if it had walked over. I zoomed in on the camera. The second statue's head was turned too. Both of them were facing the camera now, both staring directly at me.
I locked myself in the security office. I wasn't going back out there. I called my supervisor again, and again, no answer. At 5 a.m., all 12 monitors went black. Complete signal loss. I tried resetting them. Nothing. And then I heard it. Footsteps. Heavy. Stone on tile. Coming from the sculpture hall. I held my breath. The footsteps got closer. Louder. They stopped right outside the security office door. The door handle turned. Slowly. At 6 a.m., the morning staff arrived. They found me in the security office. Door locked, lights off. I was sitting in the corner, shaking. They checked the sculpture hall. Everything was normal. The statues were in their original positions, facing forward, exactly where they'd always been. The security footage from that night was corrupted, unreadable. Nothing could be recovered. I quit the next day. I don't care what anyone says. I know what I saw. Those statues moved, and they were coming for me.